Some residents of Ķ′Łł′W and R1ongÀA겪 in Abia and Anambra State have fled their homes over the rising cases of ritual killing in those places. Sahara reporters reliably gathered from fleeing residents that people were being hacked to death and their bodies mutilated by unknown persons who go away with vital organs. A resident of Ķ′Łł′W named R1ong àA겪 disclosed that persons had been disappearing from the area mysteriously with their mutilated bodies later discovered in the bush or roadside. According to him, at least 4 persons have been killed in this manner in recent times, with the dismembered body later found. As a result of this, some residents are afraid for their safety. For their safety have been moving out of the place to other areas they consider safe enough. One says, "I moved away from the community more than 1 week ago over the rise in mysterious deaths and mutilated bodies. Ritual killing subsided here a bit some time ago, but it appears the evil has returned. Everybody is living in fear around this place because they don't want to be a victim of ritual killing," Okoli said. A community leader in the area, Ezike told Sahara reporters that they were worried about the situation, adding that ritual killings were wreaking havoc around Ķ′Łł′W. The police and other law enforcement agencies should come to our aid before it is too late. We don't have peace of mind again. Ritual killers are causing serious problem, he said. Most residents are contemplating moving out of the area as a result of the situation, Sahara reporters gathered. In Anambra, a student of Ķ′Łł′W University, Uli, under Ķ′Łł′W local government area of the state, Kelechi Anyoku, told Sahara reporters that some of her colleagues in the area had moved out of their apartments following rising ritual killings and diabolical attacks in the region. She said at least 3 mutilated bodies had been discovered along a major highway linking the town and other parts of Anambra in recent weeks. Both the student population and residents of the local government area, everybody is afraid and seriously concerned about the ongoing developments. At least 3 bodies with several parts removed have been discovered in recent weeks. This is in addition to rituals like Okete that young men do around this region. This is common among internet fraudsters known as Yahoo boys, who release semen inside a lady and after some time it decays inside her, with the guy getting rich in the process. Many young ladies have been affected by this ritual, so a lot of us are afraid. We are careful of the place we go to these days, she said. Uli and Ķ′Łł′W communities share proximity with Okija, a sleeping town that shot to prominence in 2004 after decomposing human bodies were found at a shrine inside one of its forests during a police invasion. Current Minister of Labour and Employment Chris Ngige was in 2003 forced to take an oath of loyalty to the shrine by his then political godfather, Chris Uba, before he contested the state governorship election and won on the platform of the People's Democratic Party that year. The Court of Appeal on March 15, 2006 nullified Ngige's victory, paving the way for Peter Obi of the All Progressives Grand Alliance to assume leadership of Anambra. Disturbed by the latest development, a resident of Uwabakwem, a village close to Okija, Obinna, Anokuru, told Sahara reporters that the activities of ritual killers were forcing people to move to safer places over fear for their lives. Everybody is afraid. The things happening these days are causing panic. Those of us who live here now ensure that we don't even move far away from our houses late in the night or go anywhere without letting our family members know about our movement. It is the height of wickedness for somebody to kill a fellow human for ritual purposes. Something urgent has to be done about this evil in our land, he said. Apart from the Southeast ritual killers, especially individuals craving quick wealth, have also been running riots in other parts of Nigeria, hacking both young and old to death in cruel ways. A recent security alert by the police identified Ota, Lambi and Mowe in Ogun State, Ikorodu in Lagos, Ilorin in Kwara, Osogbo in Osun and Oyo State as the major hubs of ritual killings in the southwest. In an incident that shook Nigeria to its roots, a 20-year-old girl, Sofiat Kehinde, was on February 4th, 2022 hacked to death in Abeokuta, Ogun State by 4 boys for money ritual purposes. The victim's boyfriend, Majekodunmi 19, his friend Mustaqim Balogun, her 18-year-old ex-boyfriend, and 2 accomplices killed Kehinde and were burning her head in preparation for a ritual when they were discovered and arrested. Earlier on January 6th this year, residents of Otuga Harmony Estate in the Ikorodu area of Lagos raised the alarm over the constant invasion of a cemetery in the community by suspected ritualists scavenging for human parts. 5 days later, the police in Ikorodu apprehended a mother and her son for being in possession of fresh human parts. The son, named Afeez Olalere, disclosed that his mother encouraged him to kill his younger sibling for a money ritual, saying, "My mother took me to an herbalist who told me if I want to be successful in the Yahoo business, internet fraud, I will have to sacrifice one life and that person must be a sibling to me," he said. In December 2021, 2 siblings, Monsuru Tajuddin and Lawal Tajuddin, were arrested by the police in the Iwo area of Osun State after a ritual den was discovered. In other parts of the southwest, ritual murders were equally rife in the outgone year, with law enforcement agencies unable to nip the menace in the bud. According to General Secretary, Traditional Religion Worshippers Association in Oyo State, Femi Fakayode, the lack of appropriate sanctions for persons found to be involved in ritual killings in Nigeria is responsible for the rise in the disturbing trend. Fakayode told Sahara reporters that no genuine traditional priest will perform money rituals involving the killings of a human being. Such is forbidden in their line of work and comes with severe repercussions. He said those carrying out such rituals for young people seeking quick wealth will suffer the consequences no matter how powerful they may think they are. Check all the reported cases and those arrested for carrying out money rituals for members of the public. You will realize that none are traditional priests. Most of them are Afas. Who? Wahoo. No real traditional priest will do such because the punishment is instant. These killings thrive because our laws are weak and punishment is almost non-existent for serious crimes, especially when the offender has money to bribe officials. In a traditional system, the punishment for such heinous acts is instant. You can't escape it. Therefore, we must go back to the traditional system, the way we operated before alien religion came in. If we go back to that system, even our leaders who are looting our treasury and destroying the country will buckle down, he said. Renowned traditional priest Chief Yemi Elebun told Sahara reporters that those killing fellow humans, thinking that it will make them rich, are wasting their time, as there is no spirit anywhere that will bring money to them. Oh my God, this is really terrible, because that's why some lawmakers are saying that there should be national emergency or state of national emergency or whatever to all these things. It's happening everywhere in the country, everywhere. Just this Yahoo of a thing, everywhere it's happening. It's a serious matter. And one thing that the government needs to do, you need to the area of economy first and foremost. Every other thing can follow. Every other thing that you want to do might follow. You can't just leave people to be going. It's not a justification, but there are some things, the root cause of all these things. We know it, they know it, but you don't want to do it. But you just want to, a child is hungry. Instead of you to give the child food, before you know, the child will go and be stealing food. You just be beating the child. But you, by the time the child is overfed, believe you me, once he sees another person, he will not, to a very large extent, he or she will not even be interested. And that is what that's the problem we have in this country. Things that are supposed to be done, that are supposed to be taken care of, you won't do that. It's not a justification, but these are the things that are causing this. Like I've always said, there is crime all over the world, but the level at which it happens differs from country to country. But what we have in our country is just a free fall. But by the time things have escalated, that's when everybody will now be running kati. So guys, let's hear your opinion and have your take on this.